First, what I have done, my requirement is I just want to check username and password on the same page. Okay, Kushi. So, firstly, I have to do just remove the file name from action property. Okay, we have one function header location to redirect from one file to another file in the PHP. A PHP predefined function we already discussed. Header location or not? Yeah, yeah, we discussed about the whole. Yeah, header, within the header location is always come location, after location colon symbol klogin.php. Okay, now my requirement is I just want to check all the logic in the same page. So I have to take this value within any variable. Uname, you can use any name. I just use uname. I don't need this line. I'll break the line. And the second value is password. I can use any name. pwd. Let's see the pwd. Sorry, password. Full password. You can use any name. What I have done, I just capture the value and assigning to variables. Okay, Kushi. Now I want to just use one if condition. Is there our password and username equals to Kushi or not? Let's check the condition. Same condition. Uname equals to Kushi, and means if both of the username and password are true, then only I will be redirected to welcome page. And so I am using AND operator. We already discussed about the AND operator also. And the password equals to one second, Kushi also within the single quote Kushi. Okay, this is our simple condition. We use the brackets. One second, I use this if condition little bit. Okay, why? Because this if is different. This is the outer if, this is the inner if. Okay, now if our username is equals to Khushi and password is equals to Khushi, so what I have to do, I have to just show the welcome page echoing welcome Khushi. Okay, that's how we redirected from one page to another page using header location. We already discussed about the header within the bracket, within the small brackets, location within the single quote. Use single quote location colon, not semicolon. This is the colon. Okay, Kushi, not semicolon. After this, the name of our file k welcome dot php. Sorry, php. Okay, so whenever user just enter username and password correct, means username is equals to Kushi and password equals to Kushi, then it will be redirected to welcome page. Otherwise just echo one second. Otherwise means else. Otherwise means else. If we are talking about the if and within the if, otherwise means else, we just echo please enter valid username and password. Okay, it's done or not? Khushi, is there anything left? No. Okay, let's try to run. If I just refresh, I have to refresh. I, one second. Yeah, just remove this. Refresh. Yeah. Now, if I use Kushi and wrong password, then I will get one message. Please enter valid username and the password. If I use the Kushi and the correct password means Kushi, then it will be redirected us to welcome page. Welcome Kushi. I just echo simply echo welcome Kushi. Okay. So this is the simple task for you. So yeah, do you want to know about this? Yeah, just to redirect it us, or you can say just to show the welcome page. No, no. If I write nothing, or we have to write that. If I write anything else, if I just remove the header and try to run the our file, one second, I should go back. Back means in the login page. All the code within our login page. So I should go back to login page. Did you understand? From here only we can log in or not? Yeah, it is login now. It is not redirecting to welcome page. It is on the same page. And what is printing is string. Why? Because I just echo the string in the correct condition. Did you get the point? Means if we want to redirect from one page to another page, you can use the header function. Header function is used to just redirect us from one page to another page. A simple working. Okay. Which page? Whatever you give the name here. If you give the name okay, welcome.php, then it will be redirect us to that page. Okay, Kushi? This is a simple task. Because of these values, if you just refresh, then you get message. Okay, Kushi, what is the execution? Now you get the understanding. This is your task. This is your task. Just try to check the values, compare to values. If these values is correct, then just redirect to welcome page. Otherwise, show the message. Okay. Now, now let's see the working. Whenever our form is submitted, if we are not redirecting to anywhere, means if we are not redirecting to anywhere, then we just echoing please enter the valid username and password. After echoing this, all the rest of code will also execute, means this HTML code. This HTML code will also execute every time whenever our page is refreshed. Let's see. That's why we are getting this username and password is not valid. If we just use wrong, then click on login, we get the message, and this HTML. Why? Because HTML also executing. Yes. When only when if we just click on the login on, then only this will execute. Okay. Let's we use the post method. You get method, you get confused because of the URL. Okay. Post also secure method also. Okay. Just try to use always post method. Capitals, post, and post here also, and here is the post. Okay. see it's working fine or not. Please enter username. Okay. It's post method, that's why there is nothing in URL. Okay, Kushi. Now tell me, is there any confusion with this code? Any confusion, Kushi? I can remove this code because I'm not checking within this file. I should use only welcome. Is there any confusion? You can ask me. No confusion? Sure. Now, Kushi, can you set the logic? I need one more logic. In the same page, can you tell me if the username and password blank, username and the password blank, I want to show a message. What kind of message? I just want to show that username is password is blank. Please enter username and password. Just please enter username and the password. If somebody, let, yeah, let me show you. If somebody just clicking on this without entering, what we are getting username password is not valid. Means this condition is executing. This condition. If and else, but I don't want to execute this condition will execute only when our username and password have some value. You get my requirement, Kushi? Means I'm just talking about the validation. We already, yeah, I also want the message also. I want to print message also. So yeah, I want to print message also. But if our condition means if our condition, which condition, username and password are blank, I don't want to execute this code. In the if, what should I write? And you can say password. So blank. Then I should print a message. Please enter username and the password. Okay, but after executing, it's enough, or I should just use anything else? That's enough or not, Kushi? Let's see out. A simple refresh. There is no message. I'm just directly clicking on login. Means our if condition will true and show a message. Please enter username and password. But we are getting two messages. Which messages? Please enter username and password. Yeah, it is correct. After this, we are getting please. Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Uh, Khushi, are you there? Hello, Khushi. Hello, Khushi. Yeah, Khushi. Are you there? Yeah. So if but we are getting two messages. Why? Actually, whenever we are click on the submit button, our this if condition is true. Okay, this is condition is true. So we just assign the values. If condition is true, so if condition just check this if condition. We just check this if condition. Yeah, username and password is blank. Yeah, just print the message echo. After just printing the message, our execution comes to the line number 16. This condition is also this condition is false. It means username and password is not equals to Khushi. So else part will execute because this if is different and this if is different. This else belongs to our last if. So what is in our else part? Please enter valid username and the password. So we are just executing two times a message. We can do in two ways. We can do our logic in two ways, means if this message is not is printed, so I don't want to execute this code. Okay, why? Because username and password is blank, so it couldn't be equals to Khushi. Is that correct or not, Khushi? If our username and password is blank, so this condition we know we don't have need to check this condition. We don't have need to. No need to check. Okay. Yeah, you can use two way. Two way. First way is just make one else of this second if. This is our first if. Use if a second if the sorry use the else part of this if. Then you can one second else. I'm just using else. Within the else, I'm just putting all the code of this, means when the username and password is not blank, then only this code will execute or not. Is that correct or not, Khushi? So there is too many if and else. Is there too many if and else or not? You can confuse, but you have to know about all the if and else, which if belongs to which else. or which else belongs to which if. Okay, means this is a single part, means this if belongs to this else only, or you can say this else belongs to this if only. But this if and this if and this else is related, and this if there is no else of first if. Okay, you got the point, Kushi? Now let's see the output. Means this tag is here, this else is here, and this if is here. It's good. Now let's see the output. Just refresh the code. I just refresh. Now if I use blank, this is my condition. Please enter username and password. Means only one message. If I use wrong, then it will execute the else part. Please enter valid username and the password. Now our working is fine or not? Let just use the correct also. Kushi and the Kushi. Just click, yeah, welcome Kushi. We just change the page because of our header location. Now tell me Kushi, now it is working fine or not? It is working fine. This is because first if is for just checking our login button is clicked or not, or our form is submitted or not. Second if just checking username and password is correct or not. Okay, okay Kushi. Now and the third condition within the else, the checking our main condition. Now let's let's say one more, let's just see one more way. Means if you want to just remove this else part, remove this else, I don't want to use this kind of else. I can use with one variable, only one variable, dollar validate. You can use any variable name. I just use valid equals to, as firstly I assign with 0. Okay, now if the username and password equals to blank, then I just increment dollar post increment. What I have done, I just, okay, well, you understand this? This is the operator of post increment, means it just increment the value of a variable by 1. Okay, or you can assign 1 directly, you can assign 1, doesn't make any effect. Means what I have done, I use the variable valid equals to 0. Okay, within the if the username password blank, I just assign valid equals to 1. Okay, now I can use one more condition with and dollar valid. What will be the condition? Means dollar valid equals to 0, or you can say not equals to 1. Both you can use both the conditions. Not equals to, yeah, equals to 0. If our valid equals to 0 and we just didn't go to in within this if this condition is true, means our username password is blank, we just echo the message and change the value of our variable. I just assigning a 1 into our valid, nothing else. Valid variable, a user defined variable. If it is not equals to 1, then execute this. Let me just execute code. I'll explain you. If the blank, I'm using blank. Oh, one second. I'll save it or not. Yeah, I'll save it. Now should be valid equals valid equals to 0, not equals to 1 also should work. Yeah, 0 is not equals to 1 second. Equals to 1 equals to 0, sorry, equals to 0. If our value is equals to 0 means our value of our value is not changed, then only run this code, means then only check the condition. Let me show you. If I only one condition, nothing is going to. One second. If username password is equals to blank, is it valid? Valid equals to 1, valid equals to. I just assigned to 0 equals to and the dollar valid. I just assigned with 0. If I assign with 1, increment this use equals to 1 or not, and 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 should be work logical. Equals to 1, equals to, it's not equals to 1. Any other page? No, same page. 1 second. Should be both of them. Okay, I'll just show you this condition. Time just use the else condition. Okay, there is a logical problem. I don't need this valid also. Just use else as our first condition. I just told you. Okay, Kushi, I'll show you that condition also in our next session. I'll show you. This is our simple else. Means if the username equals to blank, then just show the message, otherwise execute all the code. Okay, Kushi. In this, is there any problem? If I just click on login button, only one message. Otherwise, if I enter the wrong username password, it will show you other message. And if I enter the correct username and the correct password, then it will just welcome Khushi. Okay, Khushi. Hello. Hello. Khushi, I didn't get your voice. Khushi, can you hear me? Okay, now, yeah, now your voice is coming. So we discussed about the simple login with validation of PHP. Okay, Kushi, this is the validation of PHP or not? Now, Kushi, now I just want to, so message, this message is coming. But where is coming this message? Not this message. This is the welcome message. If I just do nothing, then message is coming on the this top of our page. Why? Because we use on the top of our page, means first this message print, then only our HTML code will execute. Now my requirement is changed. I just want to see that message in front of the text box, means here. Got the requirement? Kushi, you got the requirement? I just want to print this message in front of, and both the messages in front of this text box whenever it arises. Okay, let's see. For that, what I have to do, I just taking into one user defined variable. I am just giving a name, ERR. You can give any name. Okay, you can give any name. I'm just assigning the ERR with the message dollar, the same variable ERR. Okay, if it is not, there is nothing, means it is not printing anything, then I have to just declare ERR equals to blank. Okay, let's see. Now there is nothing is printing because I'm just assigning the value into one variable, nothing else. No echo, so no message. Whatever you have done, there is no message. You write the wrong password, if you send the blank, even no message. Why? Because I am just assigning the message. Now I have to print the message also. I- Now let's see how we print the message. See, I already told you I can use the PHP tag within the HTML tag or not, but we have to use open tag and the close tag both. Now echo, what should I echo here? No, I just catch that value in $ERR or not. I just assign our message, whatever with the message, I just assign both of the places into $ERR. So I just have to print $ERR, nothing else. It will show our message, whatever with the message at that time. Means, let's see, if I'm refreshing this, I'm just sending blank. Yeah, I'm getting please enter username and the password. Correct message or not, Kushi? If I'm entering wrong username and password, please enter valid username and the password. Do you understand how I do that, Kushi? Did you understand that? Means whenever our message arrives, our message will show only once. Means either it will show username and password please enter, otherwise it will show username and password is not correct. Okay, so hello, yeah, so it will just print the message, only one message. Okay, you got the point? How it is printed? It is just printed here. Now if I don't just yeah, I just initialize with blank also. Let's see, if I remove this line, what will be the in every refresh I'm getting error undefined variable ERR. Why I'm getting this error, Kushi? Because when I just simply refresh means I'm not clicking on login button. So this condition is false or not? I'm not clicking on login button. So instead just checking or login is clicked or not, or this variable is setted or not. So it is false or not? Kushi, it is false when I'm just simple refreshing, not clicking on login button. It is false or not, Kushi? Tell me. It is false. So the whole code will not execute this code till the if ends. Where if ends here? So till the line number 31, no code will execute if the first if is false. Then it will execute from the line number 32, 33, 34 and 35. You get the HTML. When we comes on line number 42, what we are doing? We are just echoing $ERR, but there is no existence of $ERR. Is there any existence? No, because our if condition is not execute. If is not execute, so we didn't assign anything into ERR. So there is no existence of in ERR. That's why we are getting error whenever we simply refresh. Just keep just concentrate on this. If I clicking on button, then no error. Why? Why no error? Because I'm clicking on login button. Okay, I'm clicking. Then this condition is true. First condition. It is true or not, Kushi? It is true. Why? Because yeah, our login button is set it. Our $_post login variable is set it. So I set it. So this condition is true. So all this code will execute. Now in our code, I just use the catch the value of username and the password. Check the if both of these is blank or not. If it is blank in our condition, I am just assigning dollar a message to our error variable. Okay, that's why whenever I'm just clicking, whenever I'm just clicking, there is no error. No error means no or browser error, whatever you say. There is a simple message. But if I just simply refresh, means our button is not clicked. That means our variable is not defined. There is no definition. So I just simply what I have done because of that error $ERR equals to blank. Nothing means it will print nothing. In every time we refresh, nothing means nothing means it will doesn't show anything. You get the point, Kushi? Now this is our simple login form. You can say the login form. Okay. Now just see one more condition or one more predefined function. You can say the function, a session variable, predefined variable session. Discuss about the session. What is the session? S session. Okay. Kushi, tell me in our welcome page. Yeah, this is our welcome page or not? I just want to show your password also. Means your one second. Echo y o r your is now I want to see your password, a correct password, whatever be the right password from our first page. I have to echo one more variable. How we just print your password? Should I use echo dollar underscore post should be capital in the single quotes pwd? Why I use this? Let me show you. Because of the name. Should use. Okay, let's change this name from p1 to okay. Let's be it p1. I have to use p1 here. Okay, Khushi, you understand what I have done coding on welcome.php? Khushi, are you there? What I have done, I just no, first just concentrate on my requirement. My requirement is I just want to see your password also. Let's change your password in hard coded. Means now your correct password is 1234. Okay, 1234. Not Khushi. Khushi's username password should be 1234. Okay, then only you can log in. Then only you can redirect to our next page. Now, requirement is I want to show your password also. Okay. Now, what I have done, I'm just using dollar underscore post. But let's see it is correct or not. 1234. There is error. Welcome Khushi. Your password is undefined index p1. Means we didn't recognize the p1. Which p1? Which p1? This p1. It is not recognized. Why? Because when the p1 is created means p1 means we are sending the value. When p1 is created, Khushi, whenever we just click on the submit button, but we are submitting on the same form, not the next form. We are redirecting to next form by this function. So we cannot access our dollar underscore post p1 into the next form because we are submitting. Yeah, Khushi. So I'm just telling you, we just we just submitted our form to itself. Itself means we just using nothing, no file name. We are using no file name. So our form is submitting to itself. So if our form is submitting to itself, so every values, input tag values, whatever we are sending, then it will be only available for our same page. It means in the login.php only. We cannot retrieve that values in this page, because in this page we are redirecting by this function. Got the point? So there is one function called the session, or you can say a global variable session in PHP predefined. In this, we can just assign the value variable values, and we can use it. Means we can also, okay, let me show you. If I just use any variable name, where one, any name, yeah, this is a user defined, any name, and just using just 1 2 3 4. Now tell me, Khushi, if I'm just assigning 1 2 3 4 and redirecting us and where one. Now tell me, our password will be, or 1 2 3 4 will be printed or not in the next page. I just assign 1 2 3 4 into dollar where one. Where one is a sorry, user defined. You can use any name. You can use any name. I just assign it into where one 1 2 3 4. Okay. Now I'm just printing on the next page. Just tell me, is that possible or not? Kushi? Just tell me, it is giving us any error, or it will print 1 2 3 4. Yeah, it is giving us an undefined variable. Why? Because we just defined that variable in our this page. Login.php, we cannot access that variable into any other page. Okay, we cannot access. That's why we are getting an error. Variable is not defined. So for that, PHP provide us a global variable session. Means if we just set a session variable, we can use that variable in whole website. The value of that variable in our to whole website. Let's see how we do that. Okay, for that I have to start the session. Start the session means session, there is a function session underscore start. Spelling session. This is why, because whenever you want to use session, you should start the session. Okay, I'll explain you again. Whenever you want to just you are going to use the session, so you have to start it first. Okay, just keep in mind, you have to start it first. Now dollar underscore session underscore capital session within the bracket single quotes a password. Just I'm giving it, and you can give any name from in within the single quote. Means you are creating a session type variable, nothing else. Password. Okay, password. You can use any name in place of password, and I'm just giving or just assigning into the dollar password, whatever be the correct password. Okay, dollar password. Let's just use any other name, pass. Okay, otherwise you will get confused. So what I'm doing, I'm just assigning. Now if our session starts, I can use this variable anywhere. Means dollar session, I can echo anywhere. Let me show you. And what I'm doing, just copying this. Now I want to show your password here. Just paste it. Session start. You should start. You should write the session start here also. Why? Because you are going to use the session. Now I'm not assigning anything into a variable. I'm just using. I'm just echoing. I just echo this. Now, if I use the correct Khushi username and I change the password 1234. Okay. Now, yes. Welcome Khushi. Your password is 1234. Now it is printing. Is printing or not, Khushi? No error, nothing. Why? Because we just use a session variable. First we use the session variable. We assign your password into that variable. Is pass session pass. We assign the dollar password. What is in our dollar password? 1234. So we just assign dollar password and printing it here. Okay. Now it is not just printing a particular value. This is not just a working of session. Session could be used for security also. How session could be used to secure for security also means, let's see. Let's assume, Khushi, let's assume this is our login page or not. This is our login page. Now I have to just destroy the session. Okay. If I just change the URL, K in place of K login, I just write K welcome. Okay, just enter. I can access the welcome also, but it is not secured. Now it means our website is not secured. If anybody just change the URL, he can access the our secure page. It is wrong or not? Can you access your homepage of Facebook without login? No, you can't access. That's it is. You have to log in first, then only it will be it will show the username. So I can use one more thing with this. What I can use in the session pass, I can create one another variable of session type variable login. A session, this is a session type variable login, and within the login I just assign yes. Means I just assign yes. Now when this code will execute, Khushi, these 3-line code, when it will execute whenever we entered correct username and password. Okay, and just before redirecting, I just execute these 3-line code. Means I am creating a session, two session type variables, pass and the login. Okay, and just redirecting to next page. Now in the next page, if I just check one condition using if, simple if, I have to start the session before this. Why? Because I'm going to use the session. I have to start top of the page. Now I'm checking the condition. If dollar session, one second, dollar underscore session. Within this, I can check login. Login is not, is not equals to what we have given. Yes. Yes means if our variable, session variable, is not have the yes, then just redirect it. That header, single quotes, location, colon, keylogin, our first page name, keylogin.php. Okay. Now let's see. Now our website, our web page is secure or not. This is our, just concentrate. I'll just describe all the code. Just concentrate on the working of. If I am just trying to, in our previous condition, if I am trying to access the welcome page, it's coming. But in this condition, okay, welcome, so it is not coming. It will be redirected us back to login.php. Did you notice that? Whenever I write kwelcome directly, kwelcome.php, it will be redirect to klogin back. Why? Did you notice that or not, Kushi? Kushi, are you there? Yeah. If you trying to just log in directly say what, see the kwelcome.php, it will just redirect back to our first page. Why? Because we set the condition. Which condition? If our login is not equals to yes, then just redirected us to back to the login. When our login is equals to yes, whenever we entered username and password correct means when we just see this condition, whenever we clicked on login button and our username password is not blank, or no, not blank, and username password is correct, then only we create the session password and the login yes. Now let's see. If I'm using Khushi and 1234, then yeah, I can log in. Now our variable is created, so we can, now our variable is created and it can be accessible from whole the side, a whole folder. So we can move, we can redirect directly. Why? Because we have the variable, session variable. It will be destroyed after 20 minutes. We have the value in within our session variables, a login variable and a pass variable. Within the pass there is 1234, within the login there is yes. Okay, did you notice that, Kushi? Did you understand what is the session? Session is a super global variable. How we use the session? Session can be used if we assign anything within the session variable. These are the session variables. This is the syntax of session. Dollar underscore session, within the bracket single quotes we use the name of our variable and assign the value, any value. You can assign any value. Okay, so we just assign the password and the yes. This yes in the login. What we are doing, we are checking one if condition. If dollar session login is not equals to yes, means if our variable is not have yes, then please redirect us to klogin.pg on the first page. Why we use session start? If you want to use any session variable, you want to assign any session variable, then you have to use session start before that. That's why we are using session start on the both of the pages. Yeah, session start. This is the, this, what is this? This is the just a syntax of our session. Now it is the session start. We created the session. If I just want to unset the session, means a logout. There is a logout button or not in your Facebook? Let's see. Anchor tag, a new tag, anchor. log out, log. Okay, let's see the changes on the browser. What is coming? This is a simple a link with written logout. Simple link. Link means it will just redirect us to that page, whatever you gave into the href. This is also one kind of redirection, or not, Khushi? Now, I can redirect us to back to our first page, k login dot php. Let's see, we are coming on k login dot php or not. Yeah, we are coming, but whenever if we logged out, then k welcome should not be work. K welcome, but we can open the k welcome also. So now you have to destroy the session variable first, then only your page will be secure. If you are going to log out, you have to destroy our session variable. Means we have to just blank our variable, this login session variable, or not. Why it is showing this page? Because yeah, then it will be log out. So let's create one new page. Log out, just give the name of that page. Yeah, in the Khushi folder, yeah. Log out dot php. Now we have the three pages. Within the logout, just use the php tag and then start tag, and then within the end in the start tag, I'm going to unset the session variable. So we should use session start here also. Whenever you are going to use the session variable, you should use session start. Okay? Do you understand this? Why we are using session? Because we are going to use the session variable. Session dollar underscores session within the brackets single quotes login. I just don't want the login, and equals to blank. Okay, this what I have done. I just use login equals to blank, means now it is not the value of our login equals to yes. Okay, and here I have to redirect it to first page. If I didn't redirect first page, then let's see that right now what's the result. Let me refresh. Yeah, I refreshed. Now if I click on this logout, then we will redirect it to, one second, I didn't refresh. One second. Okay, welcome. Okay, welcome. Now, okay, login. So, oh, it didn't change the URL. Where? Here. Okay, now I want to logout.php. Whenever we click on logout, just redirect it to logout. Yeah, we have logout.php. Okay, now let's see. If we click, yeah, here is coming link logout.php, but there is a blank. Yeah, we just unsetted our session, but here is a blank. So we should redirected it to our first page in the logout. How we redirect? Header single quotes location, within the location k login, means our first page dot php. Now just see it is working or not. Now it is completed our login page. Let's see. This is our first page. Okay, Kushi. If you enter the wrong username password, it will show the wrong. If you will use blank, it will show the blank. Please enter. If you use wrong, then it will show you. Please enter valid. It is working. Okay. Now, if you are using correct, Kushi and the password 1234, click in on login. Then we are redirecting to our welcome page. Okay. So in the welcome page, there is one message and a logout button. This is because of our anchor tag. This is a new tag. This is just used for our redirection. This href is the one of property of our anchor tag, and within this a, whatever you write, it will show in the blue. And if you click on that, it will redirect us to this page logout.php. Okay, Kushi. So if you click on the logout.php, you will be redirected to logout.php. But what is the coding of logout.php? In this, we are just use $session. We just assign blank and redirect it. We are not printing anything, or we are not stopping on logout.php. We just redirected us back to login page. Now just try to log in using URL. Try to change the URL, means use kwelcome. It is our secure page or not right now, Kushi? No. But yeah, we cannot access that page because we are not logged in. Same as Facebook. If you are not logged in, you cannot see your welcome page. You have to log in first. Okay? Even the session is created and we destroyed again session 1 2 3 4, because we just destroy, or we just assign the blank. We didn't destroy it, we just assigned the blank with this logout. Okay, if I didn't click on the logout, I can go to klogin. Okay, klogin. I didn't click on the logout. Okay, this is our first page. I just refresh. Yeah, this is our first page. Now tell me, see, if I just change the URL k welcome, I can, yeah, I can see that page. Why? Because I am logged in, so I can move anywhere in our website. Means I can move to welcome page. I didn't logged out till now. I didn't logged out or not? I didn't logged out. Whenever I click on logged out, then only this page will be secure again. It is again secure. We are not redirecting to our secure page. Now Kushi, tell me, where is the confusion? Yeah, there can be so much confusions because we just use session today. Okay, today we saw how we use the session header location. We already see about the header location. Okay, today in today's session we just see the session variables, how the session starts, how we assign the variables, and one more thing, a anchor tag. This anchor tag. Okay, so your task is just define all the things. Define the session, what is the session, how we start, how we assign into your document, and just tell me about just definition of anchor tag also and header location also. What is the working of header location? What is the working of session? What is the working of our anchor tag and this is set function? Okay, we will just discuss this coding again. Just try to implement by yourself in your PC. Try to implement all the code again, and just let me know if any error comes or anything else, or you have any theory, any confusion, just let me know. Okay, Mushi? Okay, just keep practice because it is, if you don't practice now, you will forget all the working of our session variables and all the things. Okay, see, just we are stopping our session here and just keep practice. Send me mail with your task. Okay, bye bye, Kushi. That's end of today's session.